What's going on, guys? It's Dizzy, and I'm going to be talking about the summer update in Wizard101 and pretty much my opinions of how it will change the game. Starting with PvP, okay, PvP used to have to rely on block, because you had to have like 85% block to do PvP, or else you just get wrecked. The common thing you would see is someone running full Malistaire with the Fortune Teller wand and the Duelist Athame, but I'm gonna switch it up for this update with the rat deck and a pet with probably triple damage, double resist, and defender. I never got that, so people pretty much run the Duelist Athame. This one is very similar to it with a lot of block, but this one has low damage, and you would use a power pip jewel on this. But now that you don't have to rely on critical, block. You don't have to rely on block anymore, so you can pretty much use whatever. And I don't see any reason why. So we had to use this to pretty much have good stats and a lot of block. But now you could probably get away with 54% block, or maybe even 30% block. But another thing is mastery amulets and Morganth. People are going to be going back to the Morganth amulet or the Darkmoor one. From most people know what this is if you PvP. I don't see a reason why you can't use this. It's kind of like the Morganth amulet. And also, we're going to see a lot of ward pets. Ward pets are going to be a big thing now. Or maybe even just full damage. Or we're going to see pets that have quad damage with double resist. That seems like a thing. People will probably be doing that now also. People won't even put crit on their pets, because if you did not know, critical does now 25% more instead of 200, like 100. It would pretty much double the damage of your hit, and then that's pretty much critical. It doubles the damage in a percent, and the other person has a percent of blocking, so you need a lot of block. If like a max bolt criticals, it's gonna do like 3k, so that's why you would want a lot of block. But critical is becoming irrelevant in the game, and people are just not gonna be using it a lot. People are gonna go with a bunch of resist. And also, I don't see why you can't use a mastery of any type. Like any mastery, like any school can run a mastery besides Storm, Fire, and Myth, I would say. I bet some of the ices are gonna be running a war pet with a life mastery, with maybe the Fatal Razor, the pretty much 110 Duelist Athame with the 100 Duelist Ring. That would be pretty OP in my opinion. With the Fortune Teller one and full Malistaire, or maybe Rattlebones, Robe, and Crockcat, that's gonna be OP. Or maybe even a Balance Mastery if you want to pop some bubbles, I don't know. I could probably run a Life Mastery and use this deck setup, no lie. Like, I could probably run a Life Mastery with this. So there's another thing in the summer update, it's the Astral Spells. Most people are well, I'm disappointed with the Astral Spells. I don't know about anybody else, but here we go. So pretty much the life spell is radical, it's a good one. Epic, my opinion on Epic is, I don't think it should be 300. It should be 325, because that's pretty much a colossal TC, and I don't see why they put these in the game. It's kind of broken. And then this is, I would never use this game 1 power pip from 6 rank spells. Yeah. 6 plus rank. I would only really see this as being like when someone from Solka's you would get a power pip. I don't really see anything else. Now Brace is just a TC version of Fortify, so I don't see why this is even in the game. They should make it 25 or 20 with like 5% more block. That would be a pretty good thing to put in. Also, I don't see any port for Magnified, because we have our school auras, and no one's going to use it in PvP. Pretty much this is like, no one's going to train this spell. Flawless, it's not even TC infallible. It's pretty much bad. You're just going to get it for the accuracy. It's not even good. Still going to use TC infallible. Renew, I guess, is alright. I mean, doesn't really matter. Oh, and the level 50 elixir, I kind of like it, because you can just boost to level 50 and it's so much more easier to quest. And it's pretty cool, so you can try out different schools. And yeah, I like the level 50 elixir. And the shadow creatures, I feel like they're going to be used in PvP more because they made them better. So, pretty much I can see a death using it, definitely. And another thing about PvP is, I don't see a storm winning against an ice at all. Because storm literally just relied on luck. The school is basically luck on critical. Like, if you're an ice versus storm and the ice goes first and the storm is second, you should just flee. There's no point in even staying. It's not like a storm will beat an ice from second. I mean, it's already hard. I think that's all. I'm not even sure, but if you want me to, hold on. The fact that tourneys are gold is just amazing. I totally forgot. I don't know if I mentioned this, but that's awesome. Like, you're not gonna have to pay for tourneys anymore. That's like the greatest thing that's happened in PvP. Like this year, no lie. Oh my gosh, everybody's gonna have duelists now. Also, I was thinking out the new roll thing in PvP, and it's pretty cool. You can literally get the duelist, athame, and ring in one turn if you just keep rolling the ticket thing. It's like a chest, 50 crowns every time, keeps adding. You can get 300 tickets to 1,000 tickets each roll. And don't get me started on how ugly this PvP gear is. What were they doing at King's Eye when they thought of this? Just, it doesn't go with anything. I mean, you could rock the full gear if you think it's cool, but I don't see anyone using this. The red one might look pretty cool. Yeah, the red one looks alright. And last but not least, the new friends list. I mean, oh, shout out to Evan. The new friends list, it goes like really far across the screen. See, it's supposed to extend all the way over here. I'll show you a picture. Like, if you play the whole big giant screen, like, oh my goodness, they just look, like, you can't even see anything. And the whole friend sense thing is pretty cool, and the friend status, and that's all cool and stuff. Now you can change their emblem, and how you can just sort everything. That's pretty cool. And you can make the text chat words bigger. I don't really care about that. I mean, unless you're blind. And I forgot also, this is a good thing they put in the game. You can see what blades you have and what boards. So you can literally blade stack and you don't put the same shields on. So yeah, that's good for PvP and questing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.